The world of professional sports can get a little bit chaotic, but even so, here are some crazy sports facts you might not have known. In 2005, British snooker player Jimmy White legally changed his name to James Brown as part of a sponsorship deal with HP Sauce. Back in 1956, Manchester City player Bert Troutman broke several vertebrae in his neck after colliding with a player from the opposing team. Unaware of how serious the injury was, Bert continued to play the final 17 minutes of the match, only learning that he'd broken his neck 3 days later. As far as we know, golf is the only sport to be played somewhere other than planet Earth. In 1971, astronaut Alan Shepard played around on the moon, but maybe aliens play basketball. We just don't know. Speaking of golf, you might think that golf balls are one of the fastest moving items in sport, but did you know that a badminton shuttlecock travels easily up to 115 miles per hour by a regular player? It's easy to be thankful that shuttlecocks are so spongy. Like badminton but with bigger balls is tennis, and the longest recorded tennis match took place in 2010 at Wimbledon. John Isner of the United States beat French player Nicolas Mahut in a match that lasted 11 hours and 5 minutes. They were playing it for 3 days, for crying out loud. Top athletes and sportsmen obviously spend a lot of time in the gym, but as far as the ancient Olympians are concerned, they're doing it all wrong. You see, the word gymnasium comes from the Greek word gymnos, which means naked. You understand. Not being naked wasn't a problem for legendary boxer Muhammad Ali, who according to his own accounts went 2 months without sex before a big fight, claiming it made him unbeatable in the ring. Rather him than me. But I guess I'd rather be him than one of the 4 men in history who've been knocked out in the first 11 seconds of the first round. Professional cyclists do not shave their legs for a boost in aerodynamics. Air is so thin it doesn't really make a difference. FIFA requires hosts of the World Cup have a minimum of 8 venues. Brazil decided to build 12 for some reason. Speaking of the World Cup, Germany was the first ever European team to win a World Cup played outside of Europe, winning in Brazil in 2014, but they didn't win the original Jules Rimet trophy because it was stolen in Brazil in 1983 and to this day has not been recovered, so a replica Jules Rimet has been in use ever since 1984. There's speculation the original was melted into gold bars, but it's never been confirmed. Moving on and into a quicker fact round, humans are the best long-distance runners on the planet, able to beat horses and pretty much anything else in marathon distance races. And marathons have become way more popular. Only 127 people ran the first New York Marathon in 1970, but that swelled to 32,000 who ran in 1998. The number of possible ways of playing the first 4 moves of chess on either side of a game is 318,979,564,000, and the word checkmate in chess comes from the Persian phrase Sheh Mat, which means the king is dead. When a pole vaulter lands, they can absorb up to 20,000 pounds of pressure per square inch on the joints of their tubular thigh bones. 3 consecutive strikes in bowling is called a turkey. Scientists have found evidence that heart attacks increase significantly for people who watch penalty shootouts. Football is the world's most popular spectator sport, and angling is the world's most popular participative sport. Phew, that's me. I'm done.